Hello again. Today is July 13th, 2025, and I did not know they were going to show something. One second. Okay, let's okay, so I'm here with another pairing video. So, yesterday I was still not feeling good. So update if anyone has been watching my other videos, I sadly have been injured. It's been a week now since I got this injury, but yesterday it was feeling better and not feeling better at the same time. It was a very confusing thing that I was going through yesterday, but into today I was really worried, what if I wake up and it gets worse? I don't know what to do at this point. It really sucks that it's been a week and I'm still trying to get through this injury, but I don't know what happened. My body is being really weird, or maybe thankfully I'm still kind of young. I mean, I'm never going to reveal my age on this YouTube channel, but I think I'm still quite young that thankfully my body can heal itself okay, I guess, but I still think I'm not that young because how I got this injury, I think proves that I'm not as young and healthy as I used to be, but I must enjoy my youth while I have it. And shockingly, today I feel so much better. And so today I had to go out to do something. Like it was reservations that I had and I couldn't cancel on them. And so I had to go out today, and I was really worried if my body is not feeling good and then I'm gonna make it worse. I don't know. And so as I went about today, I was like, oh my gosh, my injury feels okay. So I'm not 100% healed, but it definitely feels a lot better than yesterday. So I was like, okay, but I gotta go out for like a couple hours. Maybe it's gonna hurt once I go outside. And so I'm just hoping for the best. I'm being as careful as possible, not doing anything that could cause my injury to get worse or make a new injury. So I went about my day, and thankfully I'm still okay. So I got back home a bit ago, and I just feel like since I went out for quite a long time. I mean, that was the most I ever went out ever since I got injured. And so I'm like, okay, I think I need to rest my body. Let's not go too crazy. I think today I'm just so lucky and fortunate that I did not get more pain today, and so now I just want to relax and not do anything else. The thing is, I still feel pretty stressed because I have so much things that I need to do by a deadline, and with this injury has really delayed me, of course. But most importantly, I can't let the mental stress get to me. So I'm doing my best to just take it one day at a time. Don't do anything stressful to my body, even though I had to go out today. But I'm so grateful that it didn't make me worse. But I don't know. Let's see tomorrow. What if I end up feeling it tomorrow? And so anyways, but let's be optimistic. Optimism that I'm gonna be okay. And so for the next few hours I want to finish all these pairing videos, but I say I will, but maybe my energy will die down, and then I can't finish them today either. So for now I'm gonna try to do as many videos as I can, which is just gonna help me to relax and not think about the deadlines and other things that I have to do, and just talk about play. So here we will talk about the next pairing. And so I said I was going to go in descending age order, but I think I messed it up. So whatever, I'm just going by whatever order I want at this point. So anyway, so the next pairing is going to be Bamby, who is the pink hair guy, and Yejun, who is the blue hair guy. So their pairing name is called Berries. So the reason they are called this, again, I'm pretty sure fans made up this name and then it stuck with them. I don't think they ever had a different pairing name. So Berries is how you say it in Korean, but in English you could just call it berries. And so they're called berries because of their hair color. So Bamby, who has pink hair, looks like a strawberry, and Yejun, who has blue hair, he looks like a blueberry. And so the fans just called them berries ever since then, and it's been their official pairing name ever since. I don't remember, but just ever since debut they've been this way. And I think it's definitely very fitting when we see them two together, like one is blue and one is pink. It totally screams out berries, so I think it's really what a fitting name for them. And Yejun is older than Bamby, and so they also they call themselves this, like I don't know if the fans started it, but they themselves started it, where Yejun calls himself the Hyunga berry, and so that's basically, I'm the older brother berry, and Bamby calls himself the Tongseng berry. I don't know if he called it Tongseng Tongsing, did he? But I just remember Yejun, at least he definitely has called himself the Hyunga berry, so he's just like a cuter way of saying like an older brother berry, and so yeah, but I can't remember has Bambi used Tongsing, which means younger sibling in Korean. But okay, duh, just forgive me for my memory, but I do know that they like to call themselves that way, which is very very cute. So they are the bros, the brother berries of the group. And so, they are a pairing where they met for the first time because of play, and so I do think their friendship went the same route as how it is with Bambi and Noah. So Noah and Yejun are the same age, and so they are both older than Bambi. And I feel like their dynamic feels the same on how they went from kind of awkward from the beginning, and then as they continue growing up in play, they got a lot closer 2 years later, and so I'm always very happy to see their development. And so one thing I like about the berries is that they are so cute with each other. I don't know why they are like that, but just every time I see them together, they are so cute with each other. And so here, this live stream that we're seeing right now is the first live stream they ever did with each other, and this is dated January 17, 2023, so 2 months before debut. This is their first live stream together, and they're wearing bunny ears because the year 2023, it's the year of the rabbit, so the Chinese zodiac. Is it called the Chinese zodiac, or maybe it's just a lunar animal zodiac? So 2023 is the year of the rabbit, so they gave them rabbit ears. And also it goes by a color, like the animals also has like a color that happens every something years. And so anyway, so 2023 is the black rabbit, and so that's why the rabbit ears look black. So it's also the color is black for 2023. So yeah, anyways, very cute their rabbit ears. So they play this game, which has rabbits as well. So I do believe they decided to play this game because of the year of the rabbit of 2023. And so as you can see, this is a co-op game. And if you saw earlier, they were struggling a lot. They died quite a few times. And like this game in general, the controls is very difficult on how you move. And then you have to work with each other to be able to move efficiently. But look at that. They did it just fine. And so when I was watching them play this game, I don't know what is it, even though they're still getting to know each other and have that awkward feeling, especially Bambi, who's younger. He's like really he's really how do we explain that? He's just like, I'm keeping my distance because you're older than me. Like it of course it takes time for an age gap people to get close with each other. Like usually it should be the older guy that would try to get closer, but it's not common to see the younger guy try to get closer. So I do feel like, Bambi is like, if Yejun wants to get closer to me, I'll wait for him to do something, but he's not going to be the one to start it. So I feel like that was the way it's been since they started playing. And then as they go about this game, I felt like yeah, for some reason I enjoyed it. I remember enjoying it because they were being so silly. Like their struggle with the game is so funny to me, so I did feel that was quite funny. And then I think their teamwork was not as great as it could be, given they were just starting to know each other. But overall, I thought was still like a good development. Like I felt like this game kinda got them closer. I don't know why, just a little bit, not too much, but I did feel just they try to help each other, and they don't get mad at each other. I felt like this was like a nice bonding experience for them. And then when they go through this game and up to a certain point, I can't remember until and then they play the scary game. Okay, so this scary game I don't think the scariness happened until way later, and so let's just see here briefly. So this is, what's it called? What's this called? Poppy something, the Toy Factory. I know it's a popular game, but I personally am not very familiar with it. So as you can see there, Yejun is so scared already. So like he is just letting Bambi play most of the time. I think the whole time, or like 98% of the time, he let Bambi play, and so of course Bambi is scared of what might happen, but he's just like bravely going through it, because Yejun is like scared of like every single thing, like if something's gonna pop out or something, like any kind of sound or movement. He is really like the biggest chicken in play for real. And so even though Bambi is scared, but he's quite manly, that he doesn't was where even though he's scared, he still wants to bravely get through it. But he's also quite competitive with games, and so I feel like that is something that he can like get over his fear, and like he really wants to complete the game. So they go about this game, and it's not scary in the beginning, but then in like near the end, almost replay, I think that's the part. So near the end of this game level, when you go through, trying to open up the toy factory and whatnot, then at the end this scary big doll pops up. So it's quite scary. I'm not gonna show it, but their reaction when they do it is so hilarious. So let me see if maybe I can just show it here without showing the scary part. Oh, that's a bit tricky. Wait, let me see if I could. 1 second. Uh, I wish there was like a zoom in button here, but there's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk. I'm not gonna risk. I don't want to like scare anyone, but I also don't want to scare myself. I am a big chicken as well, so I think that's the best we can do. So I do recommend watching this, even though it's scary. You can watch it, like only listen to it, or if your phone or computer is able to just zoom in where you only see Yejun and Bombi's reaction. If you could just see that and block everything else, is totally enjoyable. So that's what I did when I was watching this for the first time. And so, I do feel like this being their first time playing this game, I was very impressed. I was very impressed that they were able to even play it to begin with. And then as they went through this whole game of being totally scared of that big doll that chases them, they shockingly, not they, Bambi, only Bambi shockingly finished the game. Like he was able to escape without getting caught, and they finished the game in the end. So it was shocking. That was honestly really shocking to see. So I do recommend to see all the chaos that happens and them like screaming every 10 seconds. But it's seriously very entertaining seeing their reaction to everything. But it's really good that they were able to finish the game at the end. And so I do wonder if this was like a good bonding experience to them as well. I hope so, because I think they find out for the first time about each other that they're both really scared of these things, and so I would like to believe that helped them bond, and they completed the game in the end. So who knows? It's just my guess on that. But this was their first live stream, and it's really one of their classic ones. It's really really hilarious. Just don't see the scary parts near the end of this Toy Factory game. And so then the next live stream we have here, they did a lot more live streams before this time, but I'm just picking the ones that I feel is most significant to talk about. And so this one is from November 17. Wow, 2023. So this was 10 months later since their first live stream. And so at this point they are so much closer, of course, and so they're so much closer. But I do think that Bambi is still he's like not super friendly with Yejun yet. I do feel like I think it took him a longer time to get more comfortable with Yejun, because he's the leader, first of all, the leader of Plave, and so he respects him and looks up to him as the leader. And he just knows his place. I'm just a member of this group, and I'm younger than you, so I feel like he always keeps that kind of barrier, not barrier, but like keep that relationship clear, like we are like this. And it would just take some time until who knows when it was the time when they finally got a lot closer, which they do later. And so anyways, so this was into their first year debut, so they're still pretty fresh and young. And yeah, so as I'm looking at their body language here, like definitely Bombi is more comfortable than the first live stream, 1,000%. But I can still see he's not like super, what's the word? He's not showing that he is like super super friendly with Yejun. He's just still like, we are still like a working relationship. Also, I respect you, and so it still feels that way. But I'm still glad to see his development. Like eventually he will get closer to Yejun, but at this time I still think he definitely takes a long time. In my opinion, he definitely takes longer than the other members. And so why I picked this live stream is because this is the start of the watermelon game. So the infamous watermelon game. So it started with them because they are called berries, their pairing name, right? And so because of them as the berries, they decided to have them play this watermelon game, which makes sense. They are fruits, and yeah, and so they should do this. And so they attempt this watermelon game for quite a long time, and like Bamby is like, no, we have to see the watermelon, like it doesn't make sense, it's called the watermelon game and we never see the watermelon. So they really try their best to get the watermelon, but sadly they were going overtime with this live stream, and they're like, okay, we have to give up, sadly. And then Bamby is like, oh, I'm so disappointed, we didn't see the watermelon. But that's why in future live streams they keep attempting to play the watermelon game until they get the watermelon, which they eventually do. I think I talked about it in the Hamin Bamby pairing video. Yeah, that's when they finally got their first watermelon. And so I just thought this was really cute when they were the start of the watermelon game because of their pairing name called berries. And yeah, and so I remember they were very passionate. They were very passionate about it. Like they really tried their best to get the watermelon. Like look at them. They were really and then they failed. So they were like standing up, they were lying down, they were so passionate to try to get the watermelon. I think at the end, yeah. So see, they're sitting down. They're like, we gotta do this. We gotta get the watermelon. So they try to teamwork together to get the watermelon, and sadly, yeah, at the end, like they were really passionate. Let's see if we could hear it.
그치 여기다가 아니 딴 데 놔야 될 것 같아. 포도도 놔야 되니까. 거기 놓고.
Yeah, like can you seeing them like sitting down on the floor? They were really like so intense, so like focused on it. They were really they really wanted to get that watermelon, but sadly it did not work out. But even though they were kind of sad about it, but they play it later, and you guys already know what happens. They do eventually. I mean, Bamby, at least, he was most passionate to get the watermelon, so he eventually did get it. And so I do think when I was watching them play this game that I just feel like their friendship was still getting closer. Like their team, or whenever they do these teamwork games, they totally feel more comfortable and relying on each other. And so I do think that helped to instigate for Bamby at least to get more comfortable with Yejun. So I really like to see that. And then the next video, okay, so this one, so at this time in 2024, that's when any of their duo live streams, it's during Play Radio. And so this was one second, I just want to make sure. So this was from August 12th, 2024. So we're like, I don't know, 7 months later since the watermelon game live stream. So here we are, August 2024, and I'm trying to remember, how did I feel watching this? Well, the thing is, I feel like Bamby's relationship with Yejun, it's seen more when they do the trio live streams or 5-member live streams. I think we see it more there. But when it's just the two of them, but I mean, that still says a lot. Like when it's just the two of them, and Bamby is still like kind of shy. He's not like how he usually is with the other members. Yeah, so I always found that interesting. So still at this point, he is slowly, like he is so slow in getting more comfortable with Yejun, but I still enjoy to see the very slow progress that he has. I remember given it's Bamby's birthday, July 15th, I think Yejun's phone call to him, it was not super touching, but I thought it was really cute. And Bamby as well thought it was really cute. Yeah. I just remembered Bamby was the one that made Yejun's birthday cake in 2024. Right, but I didn't prepare that video. But let me just talk about it later. So yeah. So I just wanted to show one of their live streams of the radio show of 2024. Overall, yeah. Overall, they are still almost the same as how they usually are. But I do think that's more of Bamby's Bamby just he I feel like he really has a lot of respect for Yejun. Like he doesn't tease or like make fun of him a lot. Like he really oh my gosh, there was a 5-person live stream with during Way for Love when Bambi defends Yejun, like Uno was making fun of Yejun. That makes sense. Uno and Yejun, they've known each other before play. So Uno was making fun of Yejun, and then Bambi like steps in and says like, "Hey, stop doing that!" And so that's one of their classic moments of play where Bambi just was like stop making fun of him. So I always feel like that was the start of Bambi slowly getting more comfortable with Yejun, but he is like, stop teasing him so much, like, you should respect him, and like, he's a really good person. So I feel like that comes from just Bombi still giving him a lot of respect, and he would always be defending Yejun. If any of the members were teasing him too much, he would be there to defend him. And so I don't think Bombi would really tease Yejun. It's super rare. I don't want to say never. I think it's super, super rare when Bombi would tease Yejun. But I do think that happens way later after Play's debut, when finally Bombi is more comfortable with Yejun, that he can tease him, and Yejun can also tease Bombi. But overall, I don't think Yejun even teases Bombi now that I think about it. They both really like each other, respect each other. Yeah, so I really like that about them. Yeah, they are one of the most like normal pairings out of everyone in play. Now that I think about it, so I always enjoy that, just to see Bombi care for a member like that, and is not like anything playful fighting or anything. So yeah, that's really nice. And so this radio is significant to me. So I won't say too many details about it, but I sometimes submit stories for their radio show just because, like, maybe there is something I want to ask them or say to them, and I wonder, will it ever get picked for them to read on the radio? And so I do that every so often. Just depends if I feel like wanting to send in a story. And so this radio show, one of my stories actually got chosen. I know. I was shocked. I was shocked because I felt like my story was not funny, was not interesting. I honestly just put in that story, just thinking there's no way it's gonna get picked. And so I just sent that in just because I wanted to. And so when I was watching this in real time, and then I wasn't really paying attention because I was just, I don't know, I just all the radio shows, they're just very nice ASMR to me in some sense. And so it's kind of hard for me to pay attention when it's just nonstop talking, and like I need some I don't know, but I try my best, okay? But I try my best to pay attention the whole time. And so when they were reading the story and I wasn't really paying attention, and then later I heard the last part of my story, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, did I hear that correctly? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then they were talking about their response to my story, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think that is my story. And so I'm flabbergasted. So I'm flabbergasted when I'm hearing all this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to listen to this on replay later and make sure if that was really my story. And so I wait for this to be over, and then I watch it on replay later. And yes, indeed, my story was picked. And I'm like, out of any story that I sent in for Play Radio, I can't believe they picked the story that's not interesting. In my opinion, it's not interesting at all. So I have no idea why the staff picked this one, but I was so shocked that I like succeeded as a fan to have Yejun and Bambi read and talk about my story. It was really crazy. And so yeah, so this Play Radio with berries, yeah, I mean, ever since this Play Radio, I sadly never had another radio story get picked. I still do every so often see if ever my story would get picked again, but sadly I still haven't gotten picked again, and it's been a year. This was August of last year, so it's okay. And I think even to be picked once is so lucky, right? And so yeah, so I felt I felt like I succeeded as a fan, that I got my story picked. And even though I still can't believe it because it's not interesting, but yeah, if ever you guys watch this live stream, just know that one of the stories that they talk about, one of them is mine. So Just want to say that. And so how about so after, so this is August, and so next month September is when Bambi makes the cake for Yejun's birthday. So I'll go ahead and pull that up because that is significant in their friendship. So one second. Okay, let's see if I could find it quickly. Yep, so September of last year, there's Hamin's birthday. So yeah, here we go. So this is the one for Yejun's birthday. And sadly, at this time, his throat was not in good condition, and so he still wanted to do his best because it's his birthday. Of course, he has to do his birthday party, but he did have to not talk too much, and so for his birthday party, everyone, all the members came to help him so that they can like do the activities with him, and he doesn't have to do that much talking. So that was really nice that they were able to do that. And so yeah, it was so cute, his mandu dumpling hat. So I do find it interesting, like him and Bambi, they have matching helmet hats that they got for their birthdays. So I thought that was pretty cute. I wonder if that was intentional of the staff to make them match like that. So seriously, this dumpling helmet hat on him, this is so hilarious to me. I can't like on Bambi the peach, I feel like it's super cute on him, but then when I see this dumpling hat on Yejun, I feel like it's so hilarious. And so he wears it the whole entire time, and look at him like dancing here. I don't know, I feel like anything that Yejun does like cracks me up. I think it's just me, but yeah, I still find it very hilarious. I'm like, what is he doing? I can't remember what is he doing. But anytime, yeah, he does anything, is so hilarious. And so Bambi finally appears. So here we go. That's the cake. So that's the cake he made for Yejun. And so that's supposed to be a mix of a dolphin and a bunny. So those are the two animals that represents Yejun. So he made it like a dolphin bunny. It's kind of weird looking, but it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. And then the eyes, there's a strawberry and a blueberry to represent, their pairing as the berries. And so I thought that was really cute. And so, as they were going about, let's see the subtitles. Surely there are, but again, these are AI translated subtitles. And so, it's so cute. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, sorry. I need to take a breath. So when I was watching this in real time, and I still felt like Bambi and Yejun, their relationship has just been kind of not increasing in closeness or anything, but I felt like it was just what's the word? No development yet. So at this point, so September 2024, no big development in their friendship. But when I was watching this in real time, there was a part where so just Yejun is like so nice to him about the cake. Like he doesn't say anything bad about it. He's like, this cake is so cute, and like asking him what would it taste like, and seafood. Oh. But like they go about talking about it like that. And so I do sorry, you couldn't even see the subtitle, so sorry. And so anyways, so they go about talking about it, just going with the story, like of course it doesn't taste like seafood, but yeah, so going about explaining it. And so yeah, Yejun doesn't say anything bad about anything. He said he likes it, and so I thought that was really sweet, and just talking like that. And then at this part, and so yeah, so with each member, he does like a class with them. And so with Bambi, I forgot what class he does with him. I think it's just like talking style or something like that, but we'll see. And so here, Bambi sits down, right? Oh wait, let me make sure that it looks okay. Okay. So Bambi sits down, and then yeah, so that's supposed to be Yejun's seat, right? But then here's Bambi like teasing him. So he takes that seat, and he he's like, I don't know, that's like a mischievous look on him. So he takes that seat and he puts it for his legs. Can you see that? Yeah. So he puts it for his legs, and then Yejun doesn't get mad or takes the seat away. He just sits on the floor. Isn't that so? I just think that's so what's the word? I think that just shows how nice Yejun is. That's number one. So like Yejun is just so nice, and so he knows Bambi is like teasing him doing that, but he is like, it's all good, you do whatever you want, Bambi. And so he just sits on the floor and doesn't get affected by it. And so yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that really shows like how much they like each other as well. And so that if it was like, I don't know, if I imagine like, no, if Hamin or Uno did that, or even Noah, yeah, I'm sure Yejun would still do the same. Well, yeah, I'm sure he would. But regardless, like just their friendship though. So Bambi and Yejun friendship. Like I wouldn't really know what would be Yejun's reaction when like Bambi teases him like this, because it rarely happens, right? But I do think it's very nice that Yejun would just let it go and just have him have his fun. And so I do believe he sits on the floor and continue like this. Yeah. See, oh, wait, I want to make sure the subtitles can be seen. Yeah. So Yejun's like, yeah, let's just proceed like this, right? And so they go with the class and like, yeah, right. And he's like, it's all good. Like he never says it's uncomfortable. He's like, yeah, it's all good. And so yeah, so he's the professor and like that's the student, but he's sitting on the floor. And yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to be cool. That's right. So that's the first class. Yeah, but then yeah, of course Bombi feels bad and he gives him the chair. Yeah. So that didn't last long, right? So like Bombi teases because he likes you. So that's definitely a thing. Oh no. That's because they have to do that as a class. That's why. Okay, but still, I don't think Bombi would have done that for a long time. And so what was I saying? Yeah. So this first class they do together is teaching Bombi how to be a cool guy, and so I just find that really funny, and so yeah. But also like Bombi rarely teases Yejun, but I think once finally he's gotten teasing to Yejun, I think that shows he's gotten closer with him, and so that's just like Bombi being like a tsundere. Do you know what a tsundere is? It's like someone who is like shows he's cold on the outside, but inside he's very warm and caring to you. So that's what tsundere means. And so anyways, they just took off his dumpling hat, and so that I just think it's very cute. They're like pretending to take it off, and yeah, seeing his jawline. And anyways, they're so silly. Okay, so they're so silly, and so I do feel like this shows their closeness improving in September 2024. So I'm really glad, even though it took a very long time, but this is the point where I see their friendship really improving a lot, and Bombi finally feels comfortable with Yejun. So slowly, very slowly, baby steps, but we're getting there. And so now the final live stream I want to show here is their recent play radio. So this is their recent one, which was from March 17, 2025. So this was about 4 months ago. And I cannot remember anything significant, but I know that Yejun helped Bambi with his song cover of The Little Prince. So I remember they talk about it in here. Other than that, I don't remember. And so I just bring this up just because it's the final duo of them that recently happened, and surely yeah they'll have more radio later. And so my comment about their friendship up until now 2025, I think it really has improved a lot. So when I see Yejun and Bambi interact with each other when it's a trio or the five of them, I feel like he still defends him, which is so cute. So I feel like he's Yejun's number one fanboy. And on top of that, the more that I see Bambi tease Yejun, and also sometimes Yejun teases him, I think that shows they're finally more comfortable and not like a big wall between them anymore. But I think Bambi just still respects Yejun, and I don't think that's ever gonna change. So even if they do get a lot closer, more comfortable with each other, I think Bambi will always have that respect for Yejun. He's the leader of play. He's older than him, and so I think just as a normal, regular older bro, I think that will always be how their friendship will be, and and I like that. I like that because Yejun really treats Bambi as like a real little brother, which I think is adorable. So he takes care of him, and he also says when he's cute, so I really like hearing when Yejun like admits that Bambi is so cute. I don't think he did that in the early days, but now like he's like, oh my gosh, like Bambi, you're so cute. And so I feel like Bambi's fan club, is mainly Noah, Yejun, and Hamin, and so they are just like, they see all the charms of Bambi, and so they really are like so super doting on him. So I really like to see that, because I do think that makes them become closer with Bambi, and Bambi to become more comfortable with them when they show lots of doting actions towards Bambi. And so that's how I see with berries. They are very normal but very cute and very I always will look forward to see their development in their friendship, but nothing too significant that I can remember from past live streams that they've done. But I just can always tell that they are slowly improving and getting closer with each other. And I really like that. So that is all I want to say about the berries. And yeah, I'm always surprised when it only takes me 30 minutes to talk about a pairing, but I think when a pairing is like super normal, which I feel like berries are, when it's a very normal pairing, there's not much for me to really talk about. And so that's yeah, so that concludes on that, and I do feel okay to keep making more videos, so I'll be right back.